Yeah, it's very nice.
Not you, not her, not him or them gonna stop me from getting mine now.
Howdy, how you doing? We're just hanging out here in front of the tallest building in the world, about to test one of these cool lenses that Viltrox sent to me, the 24mm f1.4, is it?
1.8.
1.8! And I brought Matt along with me because he's a dedicated Sony shooter, so
Yes, I am.
it's best to get his opinion on this lens if we're gonna test it out.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna test today is the autofocus of the lens, because this is an affordable lens from a small-ish company that does autofocus on a Sony body. So it's kind of a big deal. If this autofocus works well, you know, it will be a game changer. So
we're gonna test the performance of video autofocus and then sharpness on the lens. So the performance of video autofocus we'll test on Sony A7S III and the sharpness, optical sharpness on A7R3. What do you think?
perfect. Matt, he brought all the stuff. He's got us covered basically. So let's
do it.
Yeah, let's get going with the test.
Let's do it. Awkward. Damn it, it never works.
I'll just
never
do it
works.
like that.
You got you. All right, since we don't have ND filter with us and very fast memory card, which is required for the best quality possible, we're just gonna record in a boring, plain, full HD and 24 frames per second. And the shutter speed would be 1/800. So that's it, let's test it.
So I should go closer?
Yes. And further. It's quite responsive, I must say. Close, close, close. It's very fast.
Really?
It's f4.0.
I'm gonna dodge now, and then you don't move your camera, okay?
Okay. Yeah, it's very nice.
Oh, good.
Surprisingly.
Game changer, huh?
It's not a G Master, but it looks like.
Cool.
And it feels like, definitely.
Can you see the Burj Khalifa all blurry behind me?
Yes, even with f4.0 I can see it now.
How blurry is it?
It's very blurry.
Nice. Is it more blurry, less blurry now, I mean?
Less blurry now, definitely.
Is it very less blurry now?
You are all sharp now.
All sharp now.
Yes.
So the focusing distance is like, what you'd expect, 2 meters.
Yeah, pretty much. It's quite alright.
How blurry is the tallest tower in the world now?
Extremely blurry.
Extremely, that's what we want.
Yes.
1.8 on full frame, that's pretty good.
Okay, go down quickly and go back. It's very nice.
Oh yeah? One more time.
Very smooth.
One last time.
Jesus. You are freaking me out, that's enough.
I'm just having fun.
But it's nice, it's very nice, it's very nice.
Cool, cool, cool.
I love it.
Perfect. All right.
Freak me out, yes, one more time. It's great, it's great. I love it. I could do it all day.
Cool, me too. But we have to move on to our photo test.
Let's do the photo test. How many details we can see on
Let's do the stills.
with a 42 megapixel sensor.
On a wide, beautiful scenery like this.
All right. Goodbye S3, time for R3. Usually in this focal range I'm using this lens. It's a 28mm f2.0 from Sony. But with this one I can open my aperture much more to 1.8. So let's see how it is. This is, I believe, direct competitor to G Master 24mm 1.4, because it's I would say looks pretty much the same, but it's much cheaper.
It's like $400 and it's f1.8.
That's right. So this is 28, and that's how the 24 looks like.
Yeah.
See, you can even see the red logo, which is very similar to G Master logo. So is it the direct competitor to 24? Most probably. The cheap alternative, but not bad at all. So on 28mm f2.0 we don't have, I don't have, the mechanical aperture. It's really nice to have, especially if you're doing a lot of videos. And the ring seems to be smooth. Yeah, it's very nice. I like it.
So that's the main difference between the G Master.
Pretty much. No. G Master has it also. Because it's, I believe, the direct competitor to G Master. So G Master has this aperture ring as well. But 28 doesn't have. So this one I will use much more often, that's for sure.
All right, Matt, so final thoughts.
So I took cool pictures of you with Burj Khalifa, and it seems like it's very nice. It's a very nice lens, very sharp, even with the 42 megapixel sensor. But I think I see some vignetting. I might be wrong. You will see it properly on a big screen, but I believe there is some. But it's all right. I love vignetting. It gives this artistic look to the pictures, don't you think?
Yeah, for sure. And if it's slight, then it's not too bad.
Pretty much, yeah. So, yeah, I believe we are done. We're done. Thank you for this collab.
All right, so future John here coming to you, telling you about the experience with the lens after editing the footage and looking at it. First off, what Matt has been saying throughout the video is this is clearly a competitor to the Sony G Master. The difference is the Sony G Master goes down to f1.4 and it costs about $1,000 more. Both the Viltrox and the G Master are 24mm and they both have a manual aperture ring, which is quite cool. And like Matt pointed out, they both have a little bit of a design similarity in having like a red logo on the side. The Viltrox is significantly cheaper and it opens up at f1.8, which is quite impressive for an autofocus lens in this price range. Now, as you've seen from the tests, it performs very well in autofocus and it's quite sharp, even fully open. However, yes, there is vignetting. I can definitely imagine the vignetting being a huge turnoff for some of you who want to have a more professional look. For me, vignette makes everything feel more like retro or vintage. But like Matt said, vignetting is not always bad. It feels like it adds a little bit more character to the lens. And of course, a lot of people add vignette in post when they're editing their photos anyway. So yeah, for some of you, might not be a big deal. One final thing that I noticed while editing the photos from this lens is that there is some purple fringing visible in the image. This is something that you will notice in very high contrast areas when you crop in. If you don't crop in, this might not be an issue, but if you're taking photos with the intent to crop in, this could become an issue, and especially with a wide angle lens like this, we tend to crop in a lot. I like to crop in, and that's one of the benefits of having a wide angle lens. I know that there are ways to remove the purple fringing with your editing software, but it's never going to be as good as a high quality image from a high quality lens. So this is just one of those cases where you get what you pay for. If you want to save yourself $1,000, then yeah, go for it. Another important thing to mention is that this lens from Viltrox is also available for the Nikon Z mount. Being a 24mm wide angle lens, this is the perfect lens for both landscape as well as just talking head videos, talking for YouTube, that is. The compact size of the lens also makes it a good vlogging option. And one thing that I need to mention about vlogs is that it is important to not have your most expensive lens while vlogging, because accidents do happen. Not long ago, back in Amsterdam, I fell and tripped with my camera while vlogging and I smashed my lens. So this is something that can definitely happen when you're vlogging, and it's something that I've become painfully aware of. So I don't want to keep my most expensive glass on my camera when I'm out just running around vlogging and I'm in the moment. And I'm bringing this story to your attention because the fact that the lens is significantly cheaper than its professional counterparts can also be a good thing. If you somehow damage it or lose it, then it's not gonna hurt as much. All in all, I'm super impressed with the lens, and I want to say thank you to Viltrox for sending it over for us to test. And of course, I want to mention to all of you as well, I did not receive any money for this review, and I did not receive any input on what to say in this review. So whatever I'm saying right now is just based on everything that me and Matt discovered about the lens while out and filming. And I mean, you've seen the results by yourself, so take it for what it is. It's a great lens, great value, and all in all, if you have a Sony or Nikon, go for it. If you need a good wide-angle lens to vlog or do a YouTube talking headshot or just film landscapes, the Viltrox 24mm f1.8 is your lens. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Make sure you find me on Instagram and Twitter. I post a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and I will post more reels. I've actually been getting into reels lately, and it's quite fun. So you can check those out. If you're huge on TikTok, I actually happen to post those reels on TikTok as well. So you can find me there. And finally, I want to ask you to please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content from me. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.